Hello. It's great to have you here with me today. I'm going to show you one of the most important screens in our Havieri ERP, the Entities screen. You know, when you need to register a new client, a supplier, or even that business partner who always saves you in a pinch. It's all right here in this little corner of the system. And look, it's no exaggeration to say that a well-done registration is what separates a messy system from one that actually helps you day to day. Because later, when you go to create a sale or issue an invoice, everything pulls from here. So let's master this together. To start, look at the left side menu, click on Entities. See? We're already in. The first thing you notice is that the screen has two main tabs. List, which is where all the registrations you've already made live, and Register, which is where the magic of creating new records happens. Today I'm going to guide you through a registration from scratch, for an individual person, and you'll see it's simpler than it looks. Click on the Register tab for me. Did you notice the system didn't throw a giant form in your face? Instead, it organized everything into steps, these circles up here. The first step is already open, the Entity one. Now comes the first important decision. The Nature field. Here you tell the system what type of registration you're doing. If it's an individual person, your regular client, it's individual. If it's a company, your business client, it's legal entity. And if it's a quick registration, just to save a simple contact, you use other. For our example, select individual. See how cool? The screen changed immediately, brought up the right fields for an individual. No extra fields, nothing missing. The system adapts to you, not the other way around. Now let's fill it in. In name, put the full name. In ID, the identity document. And here in the tax number, pay attention to something really smart the system does. Type the number and move away from the field. It validated instantly. If something is wrong, it warns you right away, even turns red. If it's correct, it turns green. But it goes further, it also checks the entire system to see if that tax number is already registered somewhere else. That way you don't run the risk of duplicating a client. It's the system taking care of your database for you. One important thing many people don't notice at first, the system learns from the client's behavior. When they browse your site, log in, update their profile, all of that comes here automatically. You don't need to chase down that information. Continuing, fill in the phone, mobile, date of birth. Notice that the system formats everything for you, just type. Down below, in the question if they're a client, mark yes. In status, leave active. First step done. Click Continue. The system saved and already took you to the credit step. Here is where you define the financial relationship with this client. Is their credit approved? Do they have any restrictions? What currency do they work with? And what limit do you want to give them? Filled it in? Click Register. The data already appears down here in the history. Let's go to Communicators. This step is simple but very useful. Choose the type, it can be email, WhatsApp, phone, whatever. Put the account and register. Done. All contact channels are recorded here. Now the profile. Here lives a feature I love. The AI instructions field. In it you can write, in your own words, how the artificial intelligence should handle this client. For example, if they're more formal, you write client prefers formal treatment, address as sir. If there's any restriction, never offer products from such category. The AI will read that and follow your guidance. You're in control always. Also define if they prefer free shipping or lower price, if they want to receive offer notifications, those things. Update. We've reached the address. Choose the type, residential, commercial, delivery. Now look how practical, type the postal code. When you leave the field, the system checks the postal service and fills in street, neighborhood, city, state, all by itself. It also has integration with the Google API, so the data comes accurate. Register and notice that the address already appears marked on the map. Really nice. Lastly, the fiscal step. Tax regime, activity sector. These are important details for issuing invoices. Register. And it's done. Client successfully registered. Now go back to the List tab. Look at it there, nice and neat in the table. The listing gives you an overview of everything, ID, name, document, phones, address, date, status. All organized. If you want to search for someone, just type in the search field and click the magnifying glass. Or use the filter, which lets you search by period and by status. The table is interactive, you can navigate through the data in a very dynamic way. And if you need to edit, go to the last column, click on the 3-line icon. It opens a complete management modal. There you see what the client bought, quote and sales history, financials, customer service, and down below the edit button. Click on it. The system opens the registration with everything loaded, and notice the edit up there so you know you're editing. Navigate between the steps, change only what you need. Each step saves on its own. That's the beauty of intelligent management. You don't need to redo anything, just adjust what changed. That was just the entry point. The Entities tool has much more depth, with AI resources for financial risk analysis, purchase intentions, research, but that's a topic for our next class. For today, you learned how to access the tool, register a complete client, navigate the listing, and edit an existing registration. The Entities screen is truly the heart of the system, and now you know how to use it with complete confidence. Thank you so much for joining me this far. See you in the next class.